Today we are going to see product introduction of COCOSYS, a construction and contractor scheduling system. Here I am giving some brief about COCOSYS. First, project tender directory. Construction tender contracts of all disciplines like civil, structural works, composite work, commissioning works, value of contracts, and contractor reference is maintained over here. Second is work group and work item definition. Work groups like civil work, structural work, and work items like piling, excavation, PCC, RCC, brickworks, plasters are defined as scope work items. Number three, contract wise work item scope and quantification. Each work items under the work groups are quantified against the individual contracts, tenders for scope identification, distributions, and monitoring. Number four, construction schedule with weightages. Project construction schedule is done by distributing the percentage completion schedule for each work group. Weightages assigned to work group with respect to contract value. Number five, contract schedule for all contracts. Scope quantity for of all work items of contracts is distributed monthly as per the standard logic based on the item wise durations, start date and end date. Number six, effective work front and progress entry. Effective work front of work items and monthly progress are captured for overall progress calculation. Number seven, monthly and cumulative progress, S curve and bar chart. Based on monthly progress of individual work item, bar charts and S curves are generated. So these are the workflow stages. Tender directory. Here you can see the tender number in tender directory, tender number, contractor name, discipline, work item code, contract value, date of LOL, its letter of acceptance, and CCD, contractor completion dates are defined over here. Some tenders are discipline wise. For civil works, we have multiple contracts also. So contract one having civil mobilization, and for contractor 2 having brickworks. So we can define the contractor wise disciplines over here in the tender directory. Next is the civil work items. So here disciplines wise work item can be defined. So here in civil works we have mobilization, piling, pile breaking, chipping, excavation, PCC, RCC substructure, brickworks, and plasters, and their unit of measurement can be defined. For structure work item, structure mobilization, supply, fabrication, erection, alignment, pipe rack, technical structure, miscellaneous, and their unit of measurement can be defined here. For mechanical work, mobilization, reactor, columns, internal erection, vessels, heat exchangers, air coolers, filter, pumps, compressors, air blower, mounted bullet, hydrogen bullet, and their unit of measurement can be defined here. Similar for tankages works is mobilization, supply, plate fabrication, plate installation, welding, NDT, PWST, handrail and staircase installation, hydro testing, insulation, painting, instrumentation work, and miscellaneous, and their unit of measurements. Similar for all work items we can define. Next is construction scheduling. Construction scheduling for monitoring overall construction activities. So you can see here type of works for civil work, structural work, mechanical work, piping work, tankages work, spare work, heater works, electrical works, instrumentation work, and their weightage percentage. Weightage percent can be defined workload wise or commercial wise we can define. So here in civil work, weightage percentage is defined 6.9, and the start date is 1st Jan 2021, end date is 31st March 2022. So against this, the duration is calculated by system is 15 months, and schedule also generate automatically against the each month. So here you can see the January 1.1, for Feb is 4.3, for March is 9.6, For April, it's 16.9. For May, is 25, and so on. Similar for structural work, mechanical work, piping works, you can see against the weightage percentage, start date and end date, system will calculate the schedules. Also, the percentage of per month you can see here. Its cumulative percentage is Jan 1.1. For Feb is 4.5. Will be defined automatically. And here you can see the S-curve charts also. So these are the S-curve charts. In blue color, it's showing monthly schedule. In green color, is showing monthly actual. And the blue color line is cumulative schedule. Green color line for cumulative actual. So you can easily differentiate between actual and actual value and schedule value. Next is contractor scheduling. This is contractor scheduling, monitoring detail level against the contractor and tender wise monitoring. So you can filter out discipline wise, tender wise, and contractor wise here. So for example, here first is civil work. We define for civil work the piling activity. For piling activity, we have 503 is my scope of work. Weightage value calculated automatically. For weightage percent calculate automatically. So type is first, there is 4 types for per activity. One is schedule, second is effective work front, third is program, and 4 is actual. So schedule system will calculate automatically as per the standard schedule, standard man hours, and start date and end date, which we define in the tender list. So here you see the duration is 7 months for Jan 2021 to July 2021. System will calculate the schedules. For Jan is 25, for Feb is 95, for March is 196, April is 308, for May is 408, for June is 478, and now the my this activity complete on July, so it's complete on 503 on July. July onwards, it's showing 503. So here, just user can put the actual value as per the actual progress. So here you can see in Jan is 18. So system will calculate it effective work front and program automatically. User can define their own work front manually also. So here you can see the percentage also defined by system automatically. Cumulative schedule for Jan months is 2. Cumulative actual is 1.3. For Feb is 6.5 is my schedule, and cumulative actual is 3.9%. Also, it's showing the S-curve charts here. So this is the progress curve chart. You can see the for monthly schedule is showing again is blue color. For monthly actual is showing in green color. For monthly effective work front in orange color. Blue line is for cumulative schedule, green line is for cumulative actual, orange line is for cumulative effective work front. So and you can easily identify difference in this progress chart. So these are the inputs for COCOSYS: tender and contract value, contract work items, scope quantity of work items, duration, start date and end date of work items, standard man hours per unit of work item, effective work front and actual progress quantity. These are the advantages of COCOSYS. Construction contracts of all projects are monitored under single umbrella. Auto distribution of monthly schedule quantity based on standard logic. Auto weightage distribution for work items based on standard man hours. Quantity based progress calculation and roll up percentage. So now we can see the software demonstration here. So very first we have to log in. So I'm using my login credential. Product page will get open. All the Parascat products are available here in Pre-Gold platform. So I am click on the COCOSYS button. So this is my product COCOSYS. So in left bar menu, you can see dashboard, master project list, ongoing capital projects, complete projects, create and updates projects. So I am clicking on the ongoing projects. Here you can see the project list. So I'm selecting the project 112 here. So here there is two parts, is construction planning and scheduling. So very first we have to define the masters. So I'm selecting the masters. First we discipline masters. So here some predefined disciplines are available: civil work, structure work, mechanical work, piping work, tankages, spares, heaters, electrical works, instrumentation work. So I'm adding one more discipline as a commissioning. So I'm entering the discipline commissioning. Sub-discipline is commissioning, and display name also commissioning, and saving the data. So we can save the other disciplines also using this method. Next is work items. After defining the disciplines, we create the work items here. So I'm clicking on the civil works. There is a provision to enter manually, or we can upload through Excel also. So I'm uploading the Excel here. This work item is uploaded successfully. So you can see the civil work items: civil mobilization, piling, pile breaking, excavation, PCC, RCC sub, bricks or plaster. Similar for structural work, similar for mechanical works, similar for instrumentation, and so on. So next is contractor creations. So I'm creating the contractor. Enter the contractor name, long name, short name, contractor code, currency I'm selecting, country where he located, state, city, email ID, phone number, and short address. So I'm saving. Also we can upload the Excel through contractor list. So I'm uploading the Excel. This is the contractor list. So we easily found a contractor list also. Next we have to create the tenders. So I'm creating the tender here for civil works. I'm adding the details of tenders. Civil tender 01, contractor name, contractor address. It came automatically when you choose the contractors. Contract value, date of LOA, letter of acceptance. CCD is contractor completion date, and saving the data. Again, I am selecting the work items against the particular tenders. So I am selecting the work items here. This tender is against the civil mobilization, piling, pile breaking, excavation, PCC, RCC sub, bricks and plaster. So I am entering the tender scope here. If a revised scope is there, so we can enter revised scopes also. So and particular work item start date and end date can be defined here. So for civil mobilization, you can see my start date is 1st Jan 2021 and end is September 30, 2021. Similar for piling, you can see the start date is 1st Jan 2021, but end is October 2021. And for PCC, is my start date is 1st Feb 2021 and end is 30th November 2021. So you can enter the whatever the work item start date and end date here, and I'm saving the data. Next is standard man hours. So I'm defining the standard man hours against the particular discipline. Now I'm selecting the discipline civil work. Against the civil work, we have the work items. So I'm defining the standard man hours here. For civil mobilization is 3, for piling is 4, for pile breaking is 4. This man hours is for per unit. We define contractor scheduling here. So I'm selecting the contractor scheduling. So all the work items are showing here. So disciplines are showing here: civil work, structural work, mechanical work, piping work, tankages, spares, heaters, electrical work, instrumentation work, and commissioning. So now I am entering the weightage percentage against the each disciplines. So I am defining, also define the start date and end date of each discipline. Once we enter the start date and end date, system will automatically generate the duration and all the date wise scheduling. So you can see this is automatically schedule will come here against the each discipline. So for civil work, you can see for civil work my duration is 9 months, and for Jan we have to complete 3%. For Feb, it's we have to complete 11.7%. For March is 25. For April is 41.4. For May is 58.7. For June is 75. For July is 88.3. For August is 97. And my contract completion is September is 100%. So civil completion on 100% is on September. Also, the percentage and S curve charts also we can it's generate. This is against the schedule only. So now we define the actual value. So for civil works, we have completed 1.5% only. So I am entering 1.5. For structural works 1.1. Again for Feb, I have complete 6.4. For structural, we have complete 4.8. For mechanical, we have complete 0.9%. For piping, we have complete 0.8%. Similarly, for March month, 18% are completed. So my schedule is 25, but I complete 18% only. So similarly, all values we are putting here monthly. And now you can see the S curve chart here. Easily you can identify the difference between schedule and actual quantity. In blue color is showing schedule, in green color is actual. You can see blue color schedule versus actual, you can see easily. Also it will come individual discipline wise also, for civil work, for structure work, for mechanical work, for piping work, for tankages, for spares, for heater, for electrical work, and for instrumentation work. This is the overall, and individual also you can see. So next is the contractor scheduling. So here you can see the contractor scheduling in detail level. So I am selecting the discipline as a civil work and tender number. So here you can see the against the tender we have the, in the discipline civil work we have work item civil mobilization, piling and pile breaking here. So against this data came automatically, whatever we put in the tender list it will came here. The man hours is come from the standard man hours. So total man hours calculated by the system. Also weightage and weightage percent also calculated by system. Schedule standard and finish date come from the tender list. So against these parameters system will calculate the schedules again each month. So I am editing this. Now I am you can see the four types of schedule: effective work front, program and actual. So user can enter the value of actual as per the progress. Schedule quantity is 3, so I am entering the actual value. This is the quantity enter. I am entering 2 quantity against the Jan. For Feb I am entering the 8 quantity. I have done progress 15 in March. In April is 28. In August is 87. So here you can see the effective work front and programmed quantity calculate automatic by system. So now here we define the for piling work, we define for piling work for Jan is 10, for Feb is 48, for March 541. So I'm defining for all, so you can see the all details in quantity based. So I'm saving the data. Now this chart you can see the month wise percentage also. So in Jan my schedule percentage 1.3, but cumulative actually 0.5. For Feb is 5.4. My cumulative actual is 3%. In March, my percentage is 13 schedule, but I achieve 6.1 only. So similarly, if you can check for all the discipline and all the work items. Also, we get the S-curve chart here. So this is our S-curve chart. You can see easily. Blue color is monthly schedule, green is monthly actual, orange is monthly effective work front, blue color line is cumulative schedule, green color line is cumulative actual, orange color line for effective work front. So you can easily differentiate and identify the scope quantity. The S-curve is very user friendly and beautiful in graphically. So you can easily operate monthly actual, cumulative actual, monthly effective work front versus cumulative effective work front. So the highlights of COCOSYS is construction and contracts progress monitoring over here, construction scheduling, contractor scheduling, weightage based on contract value, weightage based on efforts, its total man hours, discipline wise work items quantification, schedule effective work front, programmed actual quantity, S curves and bar charts. I thank you to all attendees for attending this Parascad's product introduction webinar and hope that you all have found the products useful to implement on your project. Please visit to our website www.parascad.com for more details on the COCOSYS products as well as on product offering by Parascad. You may also visit to our YouTube channel to know more about product features. That's it for the day. Wish you all the good day ahead. Thank you.